Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Today we're going to take a look at Vechain. We'll take a look at the asset in both the USDT and the BTC pairings and have a look what's going on pretty much across the market really. I think the stock market and the general traditional markets across the globe have been performing quite bearish, and we've seen the SPX, for example, lose that 200 daily moving average. If you just take a quick look at that, it lost it, but we had a good reaction yesterday on the open, so fingers crossed if we do manage to regain this 200 daily moving average, I think Bitcoin might start to do well. Bitcoin's currently just rejecting off this level of resistance at 36,600. If we get back above that, then altcoins might start to follow Bitcoin up a little bit. So take a look at Vechain and have a look what's going on. Like I say, we'll start off with the USDT pairing, and then we'll have a look what's going on across the bigger picture. So this blue line is the daily moving average 200, and we have lost that. Really, for any bullish price action, as you can see, when we started this major move of 2020, we was trading way above that 200, and then it was pretty much indecisive, and we got a few peaks, but then we did finally lose it. To really regain any major bullish price action, we need to start trading above there, and currently that 200 is at around 10 cents, so that's an area we need to look to target. But what I want to do first is a look at a little bit of a bearish perspective and some areas where we could potentially buy. I mean, if you're looking at the entire move, we've lost that area there, we've pushed back up and rejected. We've kind of formed a base which is in, I mean, it's kind of in no man's land really. I mean, if we just put a bit of a horizontal ray on here to where that bottom is now, there's not much confluence really, to be honest. I mean, if you look back into this area here, I mean, it's not even a level of support or resistance because we only had a little bit of trading around there. So personally, I thought we were going to bounce around here. We got a nice double tap on the bottom, tweezer bottoms, and then we pushed to the upside. And we got a few wicks there which bounced off, and that was at around 5.6 cents. But when the market is in free fall and Bitcoin is dropping, unfortunately, the rest of the market does follow it. A couple of potential bullish signs here is that the RSI is into the oversold territory. So on the RSI, I've got custom bands. We've got the red up here, which is overbought, meaning usually a good time to sell. And then down here, which is oversold. Any taps within that area usually gives me a bit of a fuzzy feeling, thinking, right, let's consider some buys. I mean, look down here. Remember when we had that COVID-19 lockdown back in March of 2020, and the RSI hit lows there at around 18%, and we got a major reaction and bounced up. We've not been this low since then, and we're currently at 21-22%. I mean, there's always that possibility we could go lower, but for me, I think that's a great buy. I mean, it's within this little area of liquidity. There's not much else within that trading area. We've only blasted through it once, and then we've come back down. So for me, buys at 4.3 cents. It's probably still an area I'd consider. We've got two taps there which bounced up nicely. And if Bitcoin did shake out going into this FOMC meeting today, you might revisit these 2 wicks. So if you're looking for buys, 4.4 cents is an area, personally, I'd consider. I'm not going to look any lower than that. I mean, if you could potentially use the bottom of that move there, so that's down at 3.4 cents. And that's, I suppose, that's a confluent area. It's a support level here and then a resistance level here. So if you are looking for buys, ladder some in from 4.4 down to 3.4 cents. That's areas I'd personally consider, but it just depends how the market reacts over the course of the next weeks and the next few days, to be honest. So for me, that's a bullish sign and things are looking okay. Looking at the 50 and the 20, let's go to that 200. Well, I had that bearish cross here, and we are pretty much every time getting towards this 20, we are rejecting, and then the last couple of days has been pretty much horrific, hasn't it? To really regain any bullish price momentum, we need to get back above this 20 and this 50 on the daily time frame. If we manage to get back above this 20, flip back to support and then target about 50 like we did here. We did actually try to do it, but then the market shit the bed again and it brought everything down with it. So what we need to do is get back above that 50. Personally, if I'm ever looking to leverage trade or even just doing spot trades, I wouldn't really long any price action that is trading below the 50 and vice versa. I wouldn't short anything that's above it. So currently, or you could have said since then, it was a good time to short the market, short Vechain. But currently, we've dropped a substantial amount. We had a bearish cross on the 26th of November, and it's come down ever since. Really, that would have been a good time to sell. But looking at current price action, so I'll give you the levels to potentially buy, levels to sell. So obviously if you're looking to accumulate, look at 8.2 cent, and then this region here, it's quite a confluent area. Look at all these wicks. We can catch all these wicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then them wicks there. So that is the first major area. Well, it's 10 cent in here. It's a nice psychological area. So if you're looking to take some profit, or if you're looking to accumulate Vechain, I think 10 cent is going to be a decent area for you to target. And look at this wick here, 9.5 cent. Maybe if you're looking to sell, don't target 10 cent, target around 9.8 to 9.9 cent. Usually, the nice round numbers get sold off instantly by the whales as quite key accumulation points. Then if we do break above there, we can see we've got a nice area here too. I can't see this happening anytime soon, but just remember that level there at 14, 15 cent. But we are way below that. We're down at 4, 5 cent and a long way off any bullish price action. But at some stage we will bottom, we'll start to trickle back up. So keep your eyes on it. Look to sell on these EMAs and then look to take some major profit around at 10 cent. That's your buy zones down there. So that's that pair covered. Let's just take a quick look at the BTC pairing, which not many people really trade them in Satoshis, but if you're looking to build Bitcoin via altcoins or vice versa, if you want to build your Vechain via Bitcoin, then it's a good chart to monitor. Downtrend, ever since then, pretty much 17th of April, we did it over all-time highs. Price action been coming down, and this is a bottom here. Had a good bounce, but I would still target there for buys. I think if Bitcoin goes on a rally, Satoshis are going to get wrecked, and there's still a good chance you'll get some orders filled down at 129 Satoshi. So that's an area that I would consider for some buys. Other side there is, it's touched that oversold territory, and it's happened quite a lot on the BTC pair because BTC over the last 2 years has been rallying. The Satoshi pairs have started to feel a bit of pain over the course of the last couple of years, really. So not the best asset to look at in terms of Satoshis, and that's pretty much most altcoins. Nowadays, the major liquidity is in the USDT pairings. So that's your level to buy there, 128 sats. Still don't rule out any buys down at 100 to 80 sats. And then if you're looking for any major bullish price action, we need to break this level of weekly resistance at 177. And in reality, get out of this downtrend. If we're managing to flip this trend here to support, you're probably going to see some growth after that. So really what you need is a breakout here. You'll probably get a retest, and then we'll hopefully start to push on and target 304 sats. That's an area that you probably want to take a lot of profit out at 304 sats, but it really depends on which way the market sways and how the overall market sentiment is. So that's thoughts on that's thoughts on Vechain today in a Bitcoin pairing and the USDT pairing. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.